Happy Thursday, you beautiful souls. So this afternoon I'm going to do an energy guidance message, and it's going to be from the Happier Me affirmation deck is the first message. Then I'm going to do a daily check-in energy guidance via tarot, and then last but not least I'm going to do a message from the Cosmic Messages Oracle deck. Now, when I've been connecting to the collective energy, I think that it just seems a nice lighter, just let me pull this camera down a bit, nice lighter energy. The energy feels a lot lighter. So maybe you have been doing some releasing work, letting go of things that no longer serve you, and letting go of burdens that are not yours to carry. And because you've been doing that, you feel lighter in yourself. Your energy feels lighter. You feel a lot happier that you've been able to lift that load, get rid of it, because it wasn't yours to carry. So let's go. I call in spirits, angels and guides to join me in the reading for the collective energy. What messages do they need to see and hear today, please? In love and light and for the highest good. Thank you so much. So let's go. I am shuffling while I'm on today. I'll get the messages and then I will see what needs to come out. Overall energy, please, for the collective energy. Daily energy check-in, please. Just 2. Yeah, well, we're going to have that because there is 3, but I'm going to take it. The messages from the Cosmic Messages. Whoa, that flew out. So let's see what we have got. Love it. So the first message that wanted to come out, and they want the spirits and the angels and your guides wanted you to see today, and is my challenges help me grow. That's the front of the card. And the message is always, that didn't start well, did it? My challenges help me grow. Always. Don't be scared of them. Even if you don't see it at the time, their sole purpose is to make you stronger. Now I'm going to say it. I believe from my own journey, everybody's journey is different, that we are a soul having a human experience. And I do believe that when we choose to come down, we set ourselves up for, we decide as a soul what we want to come down to this earth and experience to show us what we need to know about ourselves. So your challenges help you grow by whatever challenges you are facing now. Instead of being in a victim mindset, and I know I say that a lot because it's the only way to sort of narrow it down, but instead of dwelling on that, how about asking yourself, what is this challenge showing me? Why do I feel this way, and what do I need to learn from this challenge to make me grow stronger, to make me learn to love myself more, to make me stop self-abandoning, to help me stop over giving, overextending yourself, to stop that's just where they could be coming from. I don't know what your challenges are. This are just examples of what I'm trying to show you. Is it love? Are you feeling you need to earn love in order to receive love? Because you don't. You are already love. You are unconditional love. It just takes the work to learn that about yourself again when you have come through belief systems that make you maybe think you need to earn love. And maybe you need to overextend. You feel like you need to overextend because by overachieving and overextending, that's another way to get love. Again, you don't need to. That's just a belief pattern that you've picked up, that's what you feel you need to do, when really you just need to come home to yourself and remember who you are and what you're here for and what lessons you need to learn about yourself. So my challenges help me grow. Always, don't be scared of them, even if you don't see it at the time. Their sole purpose is to make you stronger. So just remember, every lesson teaches us something about ourselves. So, and you do get stronger by that. So just remember that. So the first card that came out is the Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups is an emotional fulfillment, and for me this is going to be narrowed down to this could be a specific message, I'm going to say, because to me this resonates with love. So the Page of Cups is maybe learning to either love yourself and pouring into yourself, start being a little bit curious about yourself, and you may be starting into questioning your beliefs about yourself around love. What do you think love is? And that can maybe come after some heartbreak, because we have the Three of Swords. So, you know, Page of Cups is maybe exploring about yourself. It's an emotional fulfillment, and you are seeking what brings you happiness. The pages are always like if you'd like to think of them as a student, knowledgeable. They're gaining knowledge on what it is that they want as an emotional fulfillment from themselves. You start questioning yourself, about being a little bit curious. That's where the page is for me. And then that's like you're learning that knowledge of, or you're starting to question yourself. You're starting to question yourself about what does emotional fulfillment look like for you. And that could be in forms of your relationship dynamic is not working because it's not fulfilling you emotionally. You need to learn self-love, because why does love always feel like you need to chase love or earn love when you don't? You are already loved. Maybe it's you seeking out what would you like to receive in a partner? What do you want to give and receive in love? So to me, this is about you being curious and asking yourself these questions. What does look like an emotional fulfillment look like to you? And it's a bit like learning a bit of self-love, because let me tell you, when you start learning to love yourself, then you will settle, you will not expect, I don't want that word to come out, you will know you are deserving of more. You don't need to settle for less, because what you put out there, when you fill your own cup, you're going to get back. So it's maybe been asking yourself as well, I mean, challenges make you grow. Maybe this is love, who knows? But that can come from heartbreak. That can be third-party situations. That's made you to start questioning this. It can be, why does the people who you love most hurt you the most? You get betrayal. You know, you get betrayed, you get hurt in love. That is about, to me, you are asking yourself these questions around this. Or maybe you have been hurt in love, and before you open up to love, you're questioning yourself about what it is you want out of love. But just know, the swords can be pulled out of that heart, and you can fill your heart space again, but that comes from self. Just remember, love comes from self first. When you learn to love yourself enough, you give that and pour that love out, and then you know in yourself, because you'll go in solitude and you'll learn to love yourself enough that it's not an attachment to love, it's an extension of who you are. You are sharing that experience of your love with somebody else. You don't need somebody else. You're choosing to be with someone else because you are love. You can give unconditional love, and it's a balance of giving and receiving, and you will get that back to you. But it comes from self. Nobody completes you other than yourself. You are already whole and complete, and it does take some work and pulling out these swords from asking these questions and pulling out the swords, to know that you are already whole and complete. You already are lovable. You are love and unconditional love. We don't do love that's transactional. We only do unconditional love because that's when people want the best for you, no matter what situation. You can still wish people well and on the way with love, but sometimes you have to move on from situations that are no longer serving you. Because then we get the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is a happy family dynamic. Like, it's the happiest one from the emotional fulfillment. You know, you've got the love that you wanted, you've got the family, the home, the rainbow, everything is just glorious. So when you work on yourself and seek emotional fulfillment and self-love and remove all the walls that you've got up in your heart, because that also means when you put boundaries up on walls up too high, that it's protecting your own heart space. So you're not even going to give it to yourself. You're going to live out of a fear base instead of out of a love base. So it's breaking down them walls and truly learning to love yourself. So be curious about what it is that you want and start being curious about yourself. Ask yourself, what does love mean to me? Do I love myself enough? Am I, just ask questions about yourself, and that can stem, like I say, from heartbreak. Pull them swords out, because when you do that inner work, you will get the happy life, happy home, abundant wish for fulfillment, in an emotional fulfillment, emotionally fulfilled, and a happy love that is not conditional, that is about balance and just unconditional love. That is absolutely beautiful message. That might have been a specific message, I don't know. You will all have to let me know in the comments what that is, but that for me is what it's resonate to a love, whether that be love relationship, or it could be a family dynamic, or it is about self-love. You need to start learning to love yourself, remove them swords from your heart and the walls, know that you already are love. You don't need to chase love. You already are love. But in order to know that you are love, you have to believe it as well. You can't just go around saying, yeah, I love myself. But you don't, because the universe knows the frequency and vibration that it gives out. You have to do it enough to believe that you are, and then you are not going to settle. You're going to know what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment, and you are going to have, you'll search until it's right to get that emotional fulfillment with a happy home, happy life balance. So yeah, that's where that one's going. And the messages from the cosmic messages: do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in your life. And that's funny that I should say that, because sometimes I do look at the bottom of the deck, and the bottom of the deck, tarot card wise, was the Nine of Swords. And that is overthinking, keeping you up at night. You're too much in your own head. You're overthinking situations far too much. So stop that overthinking, because where energy flow, where your thoughts go, energy flows. So if you're focusing on the lack of and why is this happening to me and all that, then that's going to amplify in your life. So, and then the message from the cosmic messages was, do your thoughts need a reboot? Which can be, again, are you being curious about yourself now? And it's okay to be okay about yourself, because your challenges make you stronger. Be curious about yourself. Be inquisitive. Start asking yourself questions about yourself. Remember who you were. Come home to who you are. And do your thoughts need a reboot? Focus on the good in the life. And just because you're not already feeling self-love, you can start focusing on that. It takes time to learn that, but you can focus on the good. You are a good person, a loving person. You give all that out, but you don't get it back. And that's when you need to start learning, because you already think you maybe love yourself enough, but you don't. And love yourself isn't about being arrogant and having a big ego. It's about loving yourself enough to stop self-sabotaging, being your own worst enemy and critique, and to stop settling for less, and to stop over-giving and overextending to others, but not yourself. You're self-abandoning yourself all the time. So I am going to pull an angel number at the end. So if you see this number, this is confirmation. If not, you are seeing it now. But yeah, this message to me is all about self-love. It's time to step into 2026, or even not 2026. Why wait? Why put off today? Why put it off for tomorrow when you can start it today? It's a little bit, journal, ask yourself these questions. 2020, compassion. So for me, compassion is also a gift, and being compassionate to others as well as yourself. Compassion, mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, healing, adaptability and renewal. Your beliefs and assumptions are validated, showing you that you are on the right path. Embrace your talents and gifts and use them to benefit both the world and your own prosperity. Serve others with kindness and generosity as your potential is boundless. This reading is just beautiful, and to me it radiates out self-love, and that could be, to me, either it's a relationship dynamic and you're always overextending, overgiving yourself and you get betrayed a lot, or it could be even that you're healing from your childhood and love felt painful, love felt like it had to be conflict, love felt like it had to be drama, love felt like it had to be earned, love felt like you had to earn it to get it back. You don't need to do none of that. I'm telling you, you don't need to do none of that. What you need to do is, the main thing that you need to do for yourself right now is, and even if you've got kids and everything, obviously you're going to see to your kids and your partner and everything, but allow yourself some time for you, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes a day, to focus on yourself. And that is self-care. It is not self-sabotage. And even if it has to start there, start asking yourself the questions. Just sitting quiet, journal, ask yourself, how do I feel? Is it around love? Only you will know what resonates. But do start being curious about yourself, because once you fill your own cup up and your own emotional fulfillment and your heart space with true love, you are going to be a completely different person, because you are going to be the person who you should have been in the first place, and not being created by belief systems from generations down the line. And you'll be your true authentic self, and nothing is more beautiful than being who you should be anyway. Now, I hope this reading resonates. Please do comment. I've absolutely loved it. It's made perfect sense to me in giving these messages, and I think it was a very clear and beautiful message. So just start by asking yourself the questions and being kind and compassionate to yourself, and know that you are already unconditional love. You just need to believe it. You need to start working on that to believe that for yourself. Now, have a blessed rest of your Thursday. Peace, love and light, Donna. Namaste.